Riley Moore, the lead investigator appointed by President Donald Trump to investigate the alleged Christian genocide in Nigeria, has dropped another harrowing experience or stories that he heard in Nigeria. You know, he led a delegation of the United States Congress to visit Nigeria so that they could be able to get enough information on the issue of Christian genocide in Nigeria and how to go about it. Because the Nigerian government is in denial that there is no Christian genocide, while the victims are saying there is. And one of the states that is at the epicenter of the alleged Christian genocide is in Benue State. Riley Moore, using his X handle, narrated that he observed over 600,000 Christians who are living in the IDP's camp. It's important that we look at what he said so that we can be able to appreciate what is likely to come out later from this intervention by the United States. Again, in this new X, he repeated that what is going on in Nigeria, in Benue State, is genocide. Okay, now look at what he put out in his X handle, his latest his narration of what he experienced in Nigeria. He said that I'm reading for you what he said, put out his X handle, which is just about 7 hours ago or thereabout. He said, while in Benue, I met with dozens of Christians who were driven from their homes and subjected to horrific violence and now live in the IDP's camp, that's internally displaced persons camps. They told me harrowing stories that will remain with me for the rest of my life. One woman was forced to watch as they killed her husband and 5 children. She and her unborn child barely escaped. Another woman's family was murdered in front of her, and her baby was ripped from her womb. One man's family was hacked to death in front of his eyes, and his arm was permanently mangled. There are more than 600,000 Christians in IDP camps in Benue State alone. These Christians should be able to live in their ancestral homeland without fear of genocidal Fulani. End of quote. You can see that he's still repeating what he had been saying, that what the Fulanis are allegedly doing is genocide. Now, this position is despite the fact that even the governor of Benue State is downplaying the number of IDP camp. But look at what Riley Moore is giving. The figure that Riley Moore is giving is higher than the figure that governor of Benue State is giving. Because governor of Benue State wants the world to believe that there is no Christian genocide and that what you have is skirmishes, that there is no religious undertone to what is happening, that what is happening is land grab. But you can see the thinking of the American lawmaker. He was particular that these are Christians who have been impacted by what is going on. And the number he gave is quite high compared to what the governor was given. In fact, one of the reasons that the governor of Benue State, Reverend Alia, fell out with Bishop Wilfred Anabe, who is the bishop of the Catholic Church, Makurdi Diocese, was that the governor, instead of working to return people to the ancestral home that Riley Moore is talking about. You know, instead of returning people to the ancestral home, these IDPs, what the governor was alleged to be doing was to relocate them in a new place, that they were going to build new houses for them. So what happens to the ancestral homes? The governor is not talking about it. The federal government of Nigeria is not talking about it. What they are thinking about is, okay, that your area is no longer safe. We can't guarantee your safety there, apparently. So we are going to build new accommodation, new settlements. Bishop Wilfred Anambwe said no. He said, which kind of house can even Benue State be able to afford? He says some people, they have large family, and maybe the government is planning to build room and parlor or one bedroom in a new place for them. He said no. So when Bishop Wilfred Anambwe went to US in March this year, before the last one he testified at the Congress, he was very particular. He condemned that action of the governor, that action of finding permanent resettlement for the IDPs instead of taking them back to their ancestral home and driving away those that took over their land and destroyed their farmland, kill people and all that. So what this also indicates is that by the time the formal report of the US delegation is going to come out, Nigerians will be shocked what will come out, because Riley Moore, who is the lead investigator, is just giving us like a tip of the iceberg of what the Trump administration is thinking, what the delegation found out. It's a harrowing experience. He said these are harrowing experience that he's going to live with all the days of his life. And it's unfortunate that we live in a country where these people are not being heard. Their stories are not being told, even by their own governor, so that help can come. But this Riley Moore is saying that these people should be able to live in their ancestral homeland without fear of genocidal Fulani, as he put it. That people can be taken away from their ancestral homes, and the Nigerian government is doing nothing to settle the problem. And they have to take an international attention for the government to rise to the responsibility. Is indeed sad. And these examples he gave of what they told him at the IDP's camp, of course you are seeing it on your screen. I pinned it here so that you'll be able to see the latest pictures he was able to share when Riley Moore visited the IDP camps in Benue State. It was a story, a sad story, that Nigeria is not at war. Benue State is not at war. Yet you have 600,000 IDPs. He said in Benue State alone. He is not talking about other IDPs. He was very clear, I would say, putting it in Benue State alone. And the government of Benue State is struggling. When the help was about to come, instead of speaking truth to power, he was trying to play politics. But that his politics fall flat on his face, because I'm sure he is going to get this report by Riley Moore. This report is an indication that the federal government failed woefully to convince Riley Moore, President Donald Trump, and the American Congress that what is going on in Nigeria is not genocide. Because all the attention of Nigerian government had been to dispel the story that there is no Christian genocide, that there is no genocide at all, that every side, both Muslims and Christians, are being killed. But from every report coming out after their visit, it was an indication that the government of Nigeria failed woefully in convincing America that there is no genocide. The Americans has therefore reached that conclusion that there is genocide. And who better to tell you the mind of the U.S. Congressional delegation than the lead investigator that was appointed by Trump, Riley Moore. I don't know what you think about the latest revelation by Riley Moore on what he found out in Benue, that state alone has 600,000 Christians in IDP camps, contrary to the figure that is being bandied about by the governor of Benue State earlier and co, trying to downplay the enormity of the challenges. Because if you listen to the governor earlier, he keep on saying that I heard that there are skirmishes. That's how he was talking. Skirmishes. I didn't deny that there were no skirmishes, but you can't have 600,000 people in IDP camps in mere skirmishes. This is bigger than what the governor would like the world to know. But unfortunately for him, the world has come to Benue, and they have seen, and they have reported what they saw. I don't know what to think about Riley Moore's latest information from their visit, in fact-finding mission to Nigeria. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.